Welcome, fellow game enthusiasts. My name is Randall, and we are going to do an unboxing today of the 50th anniversary of Axis and Allies. Now, if you're like me, this was an important part of your childhood. I spent so many Saturdays just jumping into Axis and Allies, learning about wargaming and strategy gaming. This is kind of how I got into gaming in the first place. So I'm incredibly excited to see what they have in store for us for their 50th anniversary. So let's go ahead and break this bad boy open. First thing, notice the size of the box. This is enormous. They're promising some special features, some new pieces, and some new rules. Some minion will take care of that later. Okay, let's see what we got. All right off the bat, cardboard. Okay, rule book, we come back. We have our standard cache. The boxes. So one of the things that I hated about Axis and Allies as a kid was I always lost my pieces. And what they've done is they've given us these nice, they're cardboard, but they're nice. They're organized, little trays. We're able to organize our pieces, keep track of those. That's brilliant. I'm sure somebody wrote in about that one and said you really should think about doing something like this because it's important. Tokens. These are gorgeous and nice. Notice each one of them is marked for the country. We have the Axis and the Allies, Japan. Oh, and probably the most important upgrade, so to speak, for Axis and Allies for the 50th anniversary edition is you can now play as Italy. They're finally joined the Axis powers. Again, as a kid, I always thought that was strange. My history teacher said there were 3. I only found 2 when I played the game. Might explain why I failed all those tests. Again, Soviet Union, United States, United Kingdom. Holy cow, look at all this. All right, so again, part of the fun of board games is punching out all the pieces. Not really, but we have obviously a lot of them to deal with here. I'll get back to that. I really want to see what this map looks like because that's the thing that's got me really excited about this game. Every good oh, look at that. Every good board gamer loves maps. Cartography is in our DNA. And this is promising to be the biggest map Axis and Allies has ever released. It is 24. I'm going to have to set this down. This thing's so big it's going to take the whole table. 24 by 46. Enormous map. Covers the entire table. Look at that. Beautifully rendered. Nice graphics. Oh, it's fantastic. Look at that. I could spend so much time just sort of looking through all of this. It's fantastic. And the other nice thing is because of the bigger map, means we also have more room for the pieces. We have more room for the pieces. That's important. When I'm going to attack Japan, I want to make sure my entire fleet fits inside that circle. They've got to be able to take it, right? All right. So bringing some of this back up. So we have the setup pieces, we have the cards, as your basic information, pretty standard, although again, kind of nicely rendered for the 50th anniversary, much clearer, text is easier to read, well organized. And I wanted to check, because the other thing I've heard about this 50th anniversary, yes, here we go, they added a new ship. So our standard ships for Axis and Allies, we now have the cruisers. Right, adding a new dimension to the naval battles, where we're able to, let's see, where's some more of those? Yeah, so we have our aircraft carriers, we have our battleships, and battleships, and we now have cruisers. So a third component to the Navy battle, as well as I believe, where are they? Troops are good. Fodder for cannons. Tanks are nice. Especially if you're gonna, storm the Soviet Union. Depending on who you play. So there we have it. We have our nice naval, our airplanes, our battleships, and our aircraft carriers. So, all in all, looking at the board, this thing looks like it's going to be a winner all the way. I can already imagine myself playing for, 7, 8, 10 hours. Trying to reenact World War II or, dystopian history. Maybe I'll play as the Axis. Italy looks like fun now. Giant board, beautifully rendered, great graphics, addition of some new ships. So we're getting the cruiser line, and then mentioned it already, but it's worth worth noting, bringing in Italy into the Axis powers. Here we have the board. We've set up some pieces. You can get a good look at kind of the layout. Again, the nice large map makes it much easier for placement. What's really kind of wonderful about this is, as I mentioned, this was an amazing game for me as a child, and growing up and learning strategy and learning war games and really kind of getting into the mix of history and understanding kind of what happened and being able to play it. I think, bringing back this 50th anniversary with some new features, some new pieces, hopefully is going to sort of reinvigorate people's interest in Axis and Allies. I certainly recommend it. I think it's a great game. If you've got a Saturday, it's raining outside, you got nothing to do, play some Axis and Allies. It's a fantastic game. So this is Randall, thanking you for watching. If you have any requests for games you'd like to see us unbox or anything you'd like to see us play, please leave it in the comments. Thank you, and happy gaming.